I don't know. What is officially the dog days? They're not so terrible, right?
Make your computer easier to use.
Oh, okay. Hi, thank you. The computer is speaking to me. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hello, computer. What is happening right now? Sorry, guys. Okay, there we go. No, don't do that. Okay. Okay. All right. Good morning. Hi. Again, hello. So yesterday was my father-in-law's 80th birthday, and also I know, and it's funny, we were talking to him, and he lost his grandfather passed very young, and his father passed very young, and so he's like, I wasn't supposed to live till 80. I kept saying these things, and I was like, okay, can you stop saying that? That's terrible. You're here, it's good. But his family, his maternal side, they are all Krishnas from Mathura, which is where Krishna was born. So their family name was Krishna. And yesterday happened to have been Krishna's 5,253rd birthday. That was yesterday also. So a very auspicious day for the family. So I thought I'd talk about Krishna a little bit, who is Krishna. So, and there's like the big three, the Hindu deities, Krishna, Brahma, the creator, Vishnu is the sustainer of the universe, who keeps everything going, and Shiva is the destroyer. So Vishnu is the one who kind of he shows up when things are like going awry, when there's evil in the world and things are not going well. And he comes as these different avatars. And one of the avatars that he comes as Krishna. And so each of the, all the deities have their sort of their stories and their myths and their their sort of energy and around them. And so Krishna is like this sort of playful. His name actually means all attractive. So over the course of his life, he has these different roles. He lived for 125 years supposedly, and he had all these different roles. He was born in a dungeon and was sort of whisked off. His uncle was out to get him because he was like the seventh son that was supposed to, usurp the throne kind of thing. So he gets whisked off to be, fostered by this other family. And he has this very sweet, lovely relationship as a child with his foster mother. And then as he grows older, he goes to another town and he becomes a cow herder. One of his names is Gopala, one of his names is Govinda. These are all related to cows, which in India are very sacred, these calm, and it doesn't, in this country, we don't really think of cows as sacred, but in India, cows are very sacred. They're peaceful nature and they're calm nature. And he becomes a cow herd, and he's out in the meadows cavorting and doing all sorts of things with the gopis, his gopis, that he plays the flute and they all follow along after him. But not only the girls, the boys love him also. And they're, he's like everybody's friend. And then as he grows older, he becomes the king in another kingdom. And then he, during that time, befriends Arjun, who is one of the Pandava brothers. And that's the story in the Mahabharata. That's the discourse. So he becomes Krishna, he becomes Arjun's charioteer and his advisor. And that's the story of the Bhagavad Gita, that discourse where he's advising Arjuna during the war that goes on during the Mahabharata. So he appears during his lifetime as all these different things, the child, and so these plays, they call them the Rasa Lila, the plays of Krishna's life, are as the child, this playful, just fun, loving child, and then the teenager, the the lover, the beloved, and then the benevolent, generous king, and then the friend. So when we talk about Krishna, we understand, we can see how a divine presence can be any one of these things. It can be it's representative of these different ways that we can be in relationship with a higher power, however we see that. And so instead of thinking of higher power as something above or beyond, thinking of it as a child or a beloved or a friend, or perhaps a protector, a benevolent king who's a protector and an advisor, are different ways that we can, understand that presence in our lives. And so that is what he's supposed to represent for us. And the idea, with these different stories, when you read the myth stories, it's really meant to sort of inspire in us or remind us that these relationships that we find ourselves in are on the kind of relative in the human plane can be metaphors for this relationship that we can have with a higher power, and that it doesn't have to be this far off, distant, very serious thing. Krishna is always portrayed as this just sort of fun loving and sweet and playful, and this idea that he can take on whatever form that you need for yourself in any given moment, again, is the reminder that we can find the divinity in any of these forms of any of these relationships that we have or that we are cultivating or seeking in our own lives, that we can find these things for ourselves in whatever form we need it. And it will show up for us. Hopefully that presence will show up for us. Okay, so those are the thoughts. We'll play with those ideas today in relationships. Let's close our eyes and just take a few breaths. Just settle and soften and open up. As the sustainer, we can understand the energy of sustenance coming to us as exactly what we need in any given moment, if we are open to it. What sustains the world is what sustains each and every one of us in the individual ways that happens. What sustains us in the world are the relationship that we have with each other, with our beloveds, and hopefully with a divine presence in whatever way that's showing up for us. So just open to the ways that is showing up for you this morning in your own life, the ways that you might need it to show up for you in your life. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart. Let's just begin with 3 ohms this morning. If you'd like to join, take in a deep breath. Let your head bow to your heart. As you're ready, release your hands, open your eyes. Okay, let's start seated, but come off of a blanket. If you're on a blanket, come off a blanket or anything you're sitting on. Yeah, and then step your feet out in front of you, feet wide apart. Good, and then just do a few windshield wipers, drop the knees to one side, then over to the other. So you can sort of let everything move a little as you get started. The torso, the shoulders will move a little bit, but then try to begin to isolate the movement a little bit more of thigh bone and hip. So keep the pelvis a little more steady. Yeah, and then just let the legs rotate. Okay, and then next time the knees are over to the right, just hold there for a moment, but turn your upper body to the left a little bit. Yeah, that's it. So you're getting a little twist for your torso. Okay, now keep your right leg where it is, flex your foot, and then just begin to open the left knee up and slide it over to the left. Yep, and then press that left knee down, and then as the right knee starts to lift up, let it lift up, drop both knees to the left. Good, turn your belly a little bit to the right. Keep your left foot where it is, left leg, and then begin to rotate right knee up and out, stretch through the adductors. Good, and then over to the right. Same thing, press the right knee down a little bit more. Keep it down, open the left leg up. Keep the right knee down as long as you can, and then let it drop over to the left. Good, stay here. And then slowly peel that right leg back up. Good, and then with legs wide, pull your heels in a little closer, sit up a little taller, feet wide apart on the video. Good, draw your low back in and up, and maybe hinge forward. We'll keep the hands behind for the moment. That's it. All right, and then come on back up and find your way into tabletop. Good, and take some cat and cow breaths here, just warming up the spine now. All right, find your way to neutral spine. And then to this pattern, on your inhale, lift your right knee out to the right. Exhale, bring knees together. And then inhale and pulse the leg up behind you. And then exhale, knee to nose. And then hover it next to the left knee, right knee out to the right. Back to center. Knee behind, lift your head. Exhale, knee to nose. Good, back to neutral one more time. Out to the right as high as you can. Then together. And then up behind. And then knee to nose. Good, drop that knee down. Second side, left leg out to the left. Exhale together. Inhale behind. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, center, and then out to the left. Exhale together. Inhale, back behind, little back bend, look up, lift your leg as high as you can. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, center, and out to the side. Last one. Lift it back behind, arch. That's it. Exhale, knee to nose. Good, drop that knee down. Take your knees wide, sit back, hips to heels. Your elbows on the floor, do a little wrist warm up, lift the hands, and then lower, press the palms down, and then lift the hands, keeping the wrists down. Yep, and then press down. And then turn your palms up and do the same thing, make a fist. And then open the fingers. Yep, and do that again a couple times. Stretching the forearms, the back of the hands, the fingers, fist, and then open. Okay, good. And then come on back up, tabletop. All right, let's come up into dog pose. We're gonna do some dog squats, but we're gonna do them in a particular way. So feet together. You're gonna squat back with your knees wide. So take your knees wide apart, send your hips back. Good, and then stretch your legs out straight. And then do that again. Knees wide, hips back, and then legs straight. And one more time like that, knees wide, and then straight. Inhale, come forward to plank. Tone your belly, bring your shoulder blades onto your back, make your legs steady and strong. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to your back bend, chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. This time, step your feet wide. And instead of knees wide, bring the knees together. So knees together, squat your hips back. So like knock-kneed, that's it. And then stretch your legs out straight, hips back. And then knees together, bend your knees. And then straighten. And one more time, bend and straighten. Good. And then split the difference there. Come to the hip distance apart with the feet and just stretch yourself straight into dog pose. Arms straight, legs straight, hips ascending, heels descending. Inhale, flow forward to plank again. You can always put the knees down if you need to. Exhale, lower to the belly. Good. This time, sweep your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers together. That's too much. Just go arms by your sides. Press your legs down, tailbone down, lift your upper body. Exhale, release your hands. And we're going to come down onto our back. So press up and then swing around, feet towards the front, head towards the back. Okay. Have your blocks and your strap nearby. Here's the first thing we're going to do. Knees bent. Both knees bent. Yep. Stretch your right leg up towards the sky. And then take your hands around your thigh. And I just want you to play with the rotation of the leg. So while we're talking about relationships today, we're going to think about the relationship of the leg and the hip, the thigh bone and the hip, all the ways that those two can be in relationship. So I want you to turn your whole leg out and turn your whole leg in. I want you to have your hands on your thigh so you're feeling the whole leg doing that. And you can use your hands to help that movement a little bit more. And close your eyes. So when your toes turn in, that's an internal rotation. When the leg turns out, that's external rotation. Do one more. Turn in and turn out. Okay, good. Drop that foot down. Stretch your left leg up. Rotate the leg. Turn the whole leg in. Turn the whole leg out. So you can, the foot is sort of coming along for the ride. The foot is turning in and out, but I really want the whole leg to rotate internally and then externally. Yeah. And then again, you can use your hands to help with that. Try feeling it with the eyes closed a couple times so that when we have the body in different positions, we know what internal rotation feels like and what external rotation feels like. Okay, good. Release that foot down. Hug your knees into your chest. And just do a little rocking on your spine. See what feels good here. You can rock, you can pulse the knees in and out, you can circle the knees around. Just play with all the ways, feel all the ways that the thigh bone can move in the hip. It's the second most mobile joint in the body. So there's all these different ways we can cultivate a healthier relationship. As we talk about relationships, we want strong boundaries and yet also openness and deep love. Okay, take your feet back to the floor. Stretch your right leg up. Lace your fingers behind your thigh. Good. Now with your knee a little bit soft, point and flex your foot and exaggerate it. Like really point the foot and then really flex the foot. That's it. Point and flex. This gets the sciatic nerve gliding a little bit. Okay, now keep going, but rotate the leg internally and do the same thing. So turn the leg in internally. Yep. Yeah. And then do the same thing. So the whole leg turns. Yeah, like that. That's it. And then point and flex. Knee a little bit soft. Knee a little bit soft. Yep. Good. And then other ways. Externally. Yep. Point and flex and exaggerate. Push the toes up. Push the heel up. That's it. Good. Okay. Now grab your strap. Put it around your foot. Good. Stretch that leg up straight. Now extend your left leg to the floor. And now stretch the right leg as straight as you can. Yeah. So don't, give yourself slack so you can really firm up the muscle around the thigh, around the kneecap so that the leg is straight. Yeah, I'm gonna put this under your head. I think your neck is gonna feel happier that way. Is that good? Good. Keep pushing the foot up towards the ceiling. Yeah, just get that leg really straight and then push your bottom thigh down into the floor strongly. That's good. Okay, bring the leg in any amount closer. Okay, both straps over to the right hand now. Hold both straps in the right hand. Take your left arm out to the left. Good. And then take the leg out to the right. Don't let it flop. Just really push and extend and keep pushing the left thigh down. This is okay if I press. That's it. And you can turn your toes out a little bit here. So more external rotation. You can turn your toes down towards the floor a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Keep pushing that left thigh down. Can I push? Okay. Good. Inhale. Bring that leg back up. Okay, stay with me. Switch the strap to the other hand. Keep your hip on the floor. So don't let the hip lift up, but bring the leg across just a few inches, but keep your hip down. Yeah, you can take your right arm out to the right. Yeah, keep that hip externally rotating, the right hip. So this is a little more of a hip stretch, hamstring stretch. I'm going to invite you to do a more advanced version by relaxing your face and breathing deeply. There you go. You don't have to, it doesn't have to, you can let it come out a little bit if it feels so super intense. Okay, now let the hip lift up. Bring the leg across. There you go. Yes. Yes. Deep breath. Yes, good. Try to keep your right ribs down a little, but let the left leg come across, right leg come across a little bit more. Yeah, so let the hip lift a little bit. Is that okay? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, all right, and I'll bring that leg back up. Okay, stretch that leg to the floor. Set the strap to the side. Just take a moment. Breathe. Feel the legs. And then we'll start with that nerve glide on the right, left leg. So left leg up towards the sky. Lace your fingers behind the thigh. Good, and just do the point and flex a few times. So push the heel up. That's it. Knee soft for this one. So the leg should be, the knee should be a little soft. Good, and then keep the pointing and flexing. Rotate the leg internally a little bit and do it. Keep going. Point and flex. And then rotate the leg externally, point and flex. Good. Okay, now take the strap around the foot. That's it. Stretch the left leg up straight. Again, relax your shoulders. Breathe deeply. Doesn't have to go to the most intense level of stretch. Of course, if you're looking for that deep level of stretch, that's fine. Just keep your breath nice and steady. Okay, good. Now strap to the left hand. Good. Take the left leg out to the left, right arm out to the right. And press down. That's it. And you can do a little more external rotation on the left leg so the toes can, like, the whole leg can turn out a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Good. One more breath here. Extend both legs really long. That's it. Inhale, bring that leg back up. Hold the strap in the right hand. Good. Left arm out to the left. Yep, hip stays down for the first stretch. So leg straight, hip down if possible, as much as you can do that. Yeah. Give yourself a little more strap so you can relax that shoulder down a little bit. There you go. And bring it this way. There. Is that okay? Okay, now I'll let the hip lift. Bring it across. Sorry, you guys didn't know you were signing up for like hands-on intense, like, all right. Okay, good. What happens when we don't have a lot of people in the room? All right. Hold another breath or two. Keep that left shoulder really rooted down. Yeah, good. That's it. Good. Yeah, think of those ribs coming this way. Yeah, there you go. A little more movement in the spine. Okay, bring that leg back up. Set your strap to the side. Okay, here's where we start some fun with blocks. Here's what you're doing. You're gonna put the blocks, I'll show you so you can have the visual. You're gonna put the blocks. All right, I'm gonna do it like this. You're gonna lay down and put the blocks underneath your like the meaty part of your hips. And you can sort of angle them inward so that the corner of the block is there. Now, if you have the cork blocks and it's too intense, put a blanket over it and it will be less intense. And you can sort of play around with where you want your butt on the blocks. Yeah, like that. So like the corners of the blocks are kind of digging in around your sacrum. Knees bent. So knees bent for this. That's it. Knees bent. Yeah, find a spot that feels reasonable. Okay, then arms by your sides, do a little cat and cow. So just tip the pelvis. So it's like you're rocking your pelvis on the blocks, like tip your pelvis up a little, keep them on the blocks. Yeah, yeah, but just sort of arch a little. So you're like tipping your pelvis that way a little bit and then that way, like that. So you're sort of like massaging your outer hips. And then you can kind of move the blocks around. Like it can be in one spot and then you can move it to another spot. See where you need some little TLC in the hips. That's it. Okay. Now come to neutral. So not arched and not tucked, but a neutral spine. And then do a little marching. So lift one leg up and then place it back down and then lift the other leg up and place down. Good. And so do it slow and really pull your knee up into your chest. Yeah. Pull the knee up into the chest as you're marching and then place it down. And then pull the other knee up into the chest. Yeah. A couple more like that, side to side, massaging out the hips. And again, you can kind of move the blocks around as you're going. So you're hitting different spots. Oh yeah, these cork blocks are not fun for this one. Okay. Now hold your right leg up and just circle it around. Circle the knee. So the knee can stay bent, knee towards the chest, and then out to the side and then around. And again, if you want to play around with the block and do a couple circles in one spot and then move it and do a couple circles in another spot, change the direction, circle the other way. Yeah, and if it gets just like monstrously intense, just take a rest for a minute. Okay, right foot down, do the left foot up, circle. Go around the other way. Okay, put that foot down. Last one, right ankle over left knee. Flex your foot. Arch your back a little bit away from the floor and then lift your left foot up. Yeah, you can hold it. You can do a lift and lower. You can kind of march up and down if you want to hold the leg. Just see what works for you. Uh-huh. All right. Uncross the leg, bring the left foot down, and then second side, left ankle on top. Yeah, maybe adjust your blocks, find another spot if you need to. That's it. Left ankle over. Yep. And then whatever you were doing on the first side, lift and lower or hold the leg. Yep. Good. Who needs a foam roller? We have yoga blocks. Okay. Release that, uncross the leg, bring the foot back down. Okay, lift your hips, slide the blocks to the side. All right, just take a moment, feel your hips, feel your legs, and then hug your knees, get a little rocking going. Yeah. We're gonna come up to standing. So you can rock yourself up to standing. You can find another way to get there, however you wanna find your way up to upright. All right, and come towards the front of your mat, come to Tadasana. We'll do a little sun salute warm up. So feet as parallel as you can make them, legs strong, the bones of the legs stacked. Just have a sense of that relationship between thigh and hip, strong, but also open. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. You can always put blocks in front of you if the hands don't reach quite to the floor. Inhale, come halfway, lengthen your spine, lift and look forward. Exhale, bend your knees, step your right leg back. Good, make your right leg strong, spine nice and long. Extend forward and back at the same time, back through the leg, forward through the torso. And then let the knee drop down. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Lift up out of the pelvis. So get a little more length and lift in your torso. Exhale, maybe sit a little deeper into your front knee. Exhale, hands back down. Plant your hands. Step to plank. Knees up or down, up to you. You can always stay in a low plank. And then actually we're going to drop the knees because this sequence has knees, chest, and chin. So drop your knees, arch your back, look up, squeeze your elbows in, drop your chest and chin down, and then push off your toes. Slide to your belly for cobra pose. Hug your elbows in, shoulders back, and lift up any amount more. Exhale and release. Press back into downward facing dog. Two more breaths in dog. And then right foot forward. Good, hands on the floor for the moment, back leg strong. So with the hands on the floor, maybe take a little bit of a longer stance so that you're getting a little more stretch into that back hip flexor. And then drop the back knee down, sweep the arms to the sky. Nice. Lift up, lift the ribs up, shoulders up, curl the upper back back, but maybe let the hips sink a little deeper forward. Exhale, release your hands down. Step forward to the front of your mat, Uttanasana. Lengthen your spine and come on all the way up. Reach and stretch up tall. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale and lengthen your spine. Exhale, send your left leg back. Good. Hold here for a breath. On the exhale, drop your knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Plant your hands, plank. Drop your knees. Arch your back. Tip your pelvis forward. Lift your sit bones up high. Keep them lifting. Drop chest and chin down to the mat. Push off your toes. Slide to your belly. Low cobra or high cobra. Feel the support of your legs. Toning, glutes toning so that your spine can just curl up and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths to hold steady in your dog pose. Step, jump, hop forward, Uttanasana. Lengthen your spine and rise up with your breath. Exhale, release your arms, Tadasana. Good, inhale, circle up again. Maybe circle a little to the back, a little more stretch for the shoulders. Same thing as you fold forward. Find your way back to downward facing dog from here. Step, hop, jump, however you want to get there. Take your right leg up towards the ceiling. Twist open, bend your knee. That's it. So as you're bending the knee and twisting, feel a little more external rotation in that lifted leg. Feel the whole leg rotate outwards. Good. Then big step forward, step between your hands. Spin down your back heel, warrior 2. Come on upright. Good. So take a minute, set up your legs, heel to instep, your foot to, turn your back foot in, Robert. Your left toes forward a little bit. Like turn them towards, even more, a little forward. That's it. So that hip unlocks, that back hip. Sit into your right knee. Good. Place your fingers behind your back. Stretch your arms straight back behind you. Lift through your chest. Keep pressing the right knee wide. Hinge forward. Head towards the floor, arms towards the sky. One more breath here. I'm giving you this to hold. Hold here. Widen your hands and then shoulders back. There you go. Okay, good. Keep your legs, release your hands on a diagonal to the upper left corner of the mat. So we're in warrior dog. So legs stay, hands on the floor, legs stay as they are. That's it. Keep the knee pressing wide to the right, hips pulling back, arms creeping forward. That's it. Yep. Okay, we're going to take this into Parshva If it's hard to reach the floor, just grab your block, take your block with you, and walk your right hand outside your right foot on the floor or on a block. If you need to just grab a block on the way, grab a block on the way. That's it. Press your leg out into your arm, hug your arm into your leg. Good. Now rotate your belly more from right to left. Stretch your left arm up towards the sky. Good. Pull your left shoulder back a little more. That's it. Now sweep your arm over your ear, reach towards the front of the room. Take this a little higher so you're outside the leg and you can sort of press the leg and the arm together. There you go. That's it. One more breath here. Exhale, release your hands back to downward facing dog. Okay. If you need a rest, take a rest, or you can come through vinyasa here. You can come through that knees, chest, and chin, or just the typical chaturanga. See what serves you. Left leg up for dog split. You got it. Keep that right arm really strong, rather. Then rotate the leg a little more externally as you lift it up. Yes, good. Inhale, step that foot all the way up between your hands. Warrior two legs. Spin down your back heel. That's it. And then take time, line up heel to instep so that your front heel is in line with the back instep. Arms out to the sides. Yeah, that's it. We're good. Good. Sit deeply into that left knee. Good. Now lace your hands behind. Switch the interlace of the fingers. Yes, good with the strap. And then bow forward. Head towards your big toe. Left big toe. Arms towards the sky. Yeah, that's great. Because the point is not to hold the hands. It's to get this action going in the upper back. So that's good. One more breath here. On your exhale, release your hands to warrior dog. So legs stay as they are. Yep, hands go to the upper right corner. Hips pull back. Resist the urge to sort of dump your weight into your hands. Keep your hips pulling back, even as your arms are creeping forward. Yeah. Then walk your left hand outside your left foot onto the block or a floor if that's available to you. That's it. Right arm to the sky. Good. Brace your arm and your leg against each other. So press your knee out, hug your arm in, twist your belly a little bit more. Yes. Move that top shoulder back and then sweep your arm over your ear. Yeah. I'm pulling you over. Sorry. Sorry. Good. One more breath. And exhale, release your hands. Step back to dog. Again, rest here or flow. All right. All right, let's meet together on the belly. So sorry if you were there and you just got up, then you're coming back. Come back to your belly. Let's take a rest for a second. Arms by your sides, take a breath. Soften. Open up to all the ways that the divine is showing up for you today in your own life, your own relationships and the relationships that you're longing for, perhaps. And then squeeze your legs in towards each other. Click your toenails down, knees down, tailbone down. Good. Slide your elbows out in front, Sphinx. So elbows on the floor. Prop up on your elbows. So on your elbows. That's it, Michelle. You got it. Yeah, you got it. That's it. All right, let's do a few Sphinx roll-ups while we're here. So that's where we roll. We look towards the belly and roll the belly and hips up and then slowly back down. So just like that, it's a small movement, but a really powerful movement. Navel towards the spine, round a little, And then as you come forward, the navel, the belly stays a little toned, but the shoulders pull back. Do a couple more. Hips stay low. Yeah, don't pike your hips up. Keep your hips low. So hips down. The lift is from the belly, not from the hips. The hips sort of come along for the ride. Yeah, like that, like that. So you're like rounding up. That's it. Good. It's not a big movement, but effective. Okay, next time your hips come back down again, keep a little gentle tone to the abdominals. Sweep your left arm across, bend up your right knee, reach for your right foot for the thigh stretch. If that's too intense, put your head down. If that's still too intense, lay onto your left side and hold your foot. All sorts of ways we can do that. The idea is the thigh stretch, not necessarily that we're up on the elbow. That's it. If you can, get your hand to the top of your foot, spin your elbow to the sky. You get a little more shoulder stretch there, and then a little more leverage to push your heel down towards your hip. Notice if you're collapsing into your left shoulder, press your left arm down. Notice if your belly is collapsing towards the floor, tone your belly. One more breath. Okay, release that foot and rest your head. Take a breath. And then back to Sphinx. Yep. Right arm across. Bend up your left knee. Do a little bit of that little roll up action. So tone your belly as you catch your foot so you're not, this isn't pulling into your low back. If you can, get your hand on top of your foot. Press the foot down, elbow up. Are we breathing? Slow, steady, even breaths. One more breath. Press to your right elbow. Resist your navel up towards your spine. Good. Exhale and release that foot. All right, switch the lace of the fingers behind your back if you can remember. Do it the non-habitual way. You can also do this holding the strap so the shoulders go back. That's it. Legs nice and strong. Inhale, lift your upper body. Stretch your arms back behind you. Squeeze your outer shoulders in. That's it. Keep your tailbone rooting down. Okay, exhale and release. Rest the shoulders for a moment. And then one more. Last one, lace your fingers, lift everything up this time. Feet lift up as well. That's it. Nice. Lift your shoulders as high as you can. Squeeze them in. That's it. One more breath. Good. And release. Yeah. Do a little windshield wiper or wiggle as needed. Okay. Press up to all fours. Grab your strap. We're just going to do a little strap work to deepen this relationship of thigh bone and hip. So you're going to sit onto your feet. Now, if this is excruciating for knees, you can put a blanket behind your knees, and that will make the knee situation a little bit better. If knees are okay, you can just sit onto your feet. You're going to take the strap around your thighs. I'm holding it this way, thumb on top, and then I'm pulling down towards the floor. Good. Then hinge forward, keep pulling down towards the floor. Hinge like you're going to child's pose. Now shift it. You can turn your hands around if that's easier and pull the strap back. Keep extending your spine forward. Let your head release towards the floor. Pull the strap back. Inhale, slowly come up. Same thing with knees wide. Pull down first. So I like the thumb up position first, thighs down. So what this does is draw the thigh bone deeper into the hip socket. It opens up the pelvis and that relationship of thigh bone into hip. So pull down, hinge. Pull down, hinge. Now pull back, back. And turn your hands around if you need to. If your head reaches the floor, fine. You can also put your head on a blanket or on a block, especially if you have a squishier block. Pull the thighs back. Okay, let go of the strap, just set it to the side.
Find your way back up into downward facing dog. And try to recreate that action that you just did with the strap in your dog pose. So you can bend your knees a little bit. Yeah. And then pull the tops of your thigh bones way back. Maybe take a longer dog. So a little more space between hands and feet. Yeah. So that you can really pull the tops of your thigh bones back. Yes, that's good. Okay. Now soften your knees, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Yeah. Like above the knee if you can. In front. Cross in front. There you go. Good. Now, left knee stays a little bent. Pull your left hip back. Pull your right knee back. Yeah. Pull both hips back. Inhale, come forward to plank. Keep your knee lifting up. It's going to want to drop down, lift it up and wide to the right. That's it. That's it. Exhale, go back to dog. Left knee bent. There we go. Okay, uncross. Left ankle over, right knee. That's it. Right knee stays a little bent. Pull the left hip, right hip back. Pull the left knee back. Yes. That's it. Inhale, come forward to plank. Lift the knee, lift the knee, lift the knee. Widen it out. Good. Exhale, hips back, knee back. Good. Uncross the leg. Flow through a vinyasa, plank, chaturanga, back to dog. And then walk yourself forward back to Uttanasana. And come on all the way up. Reach up and stretch up. Exhale, release your arms. Okay, good. Let's go to the wall. Bring your stuff with you. What? Well, we probably don't need all of it, but I'm just, yeah. Bring a strap. Yeah, bring a strap. No, I don't care. Be wherever you like. We're easy today. Cool it down a little bit. Okay. Okay, here's the first thing. You can just set your stuff to the side for a moment. Okay, so you're gonna face the wall. Hands are on the wall. Let me do it over here so I'm on the screen. So you're gonna face the wall, hands are on the wall. You'll be a little bit away from the wall, knees a little soft. And then here's the movement. We're gonna do an internal rotation. So knees together and then back to center. Squeeze in without turning your hips. So I'm trying not to turn my body as my leg swings. I'm just trying to get that rotation of the leg and the hip. So hands on the wall for balance, knees a little soft. Yep. Bend up your right knee and then rotate it out to the side as far as you can. Don't turn your body, just the leg. Good. And then back to center and then knee, leg to the side. Nope. Same side, out to the side. Yeah. Feel how your hips are turning. So yep, just get the rotation of the leg. That's it. Out and then back in. And just like that, a couple more times. Try to not let the hip come with you. It's not that it's wrong. It's just I want you to get that movement of the thigh bone and the hip. That's the point of the movement. Way out as far as you can to the right. Way out. Okay, good. And then drop that foot down. And do the other side. Knees together. Right knee stays a little soft. Left foot out to the left. Back to center. Rotate it out. Don't take that hip with you. Keep it. Yep. Couple more. Rotate out. Yep. One more. Okay. Feet to the floor. We're going to come to, so turn and face center now. You can use the wall if you like. We're going to come to eagle. So if you want to use the wall for balance, you can. And just work it as, instead of a balance pose, more of like a hip stretch pose. If you want to work it more of a balance pose, back away from the wall a little bit. Bend your knees. Let's do arms first. Cactus arms. Cross your right elbow under your left elbow. Wrap your hands together. Yeah, you can just pull it across like this, actually. You could do like this one. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Yeah, this is harder when you have broad shoulders. Okay, then cross your right leg over your left leg. Yep. Try to wrap knee over knee. You can hover your toes. You can hook your toes behind. Squeeze your legs together. If you're using the wall, poke your hips back into the wall or towards the wall, even if you're balancing. Push your butt back behind you. Again, remember that strap, pulling the thigh bones back. Sit a little lower. Okay, good. Now come up a little bit. Keep your arms. Cross your ankle over your knee. Now sit back even a little deeper. Ankle over knee. Flex your foot. Lean forward. Elbows can go outside the shin, on top of the shin. You can kind of rest on the shin if you like. Push your hips back behind you. Extend your spine out. Take one more breath. Good. Inhale, come on up and unravel everything. All right, good. Do a little march out. Yeah. Okay, second side. Start with the arms. Left elbow under the right elbow. Wrap. Poke your hips back. Left leg over right leg. So knee over knee to start. Squeeze your legs together. Good. Sit a little deeper. Slide your butt down the wall if you're using the wall. Elbows towards your knees. Do that little lift of the belly that we did in the Sphinx roll up. So keep the lift there. Good. Then come up a little bit. Slide your ankle on top. Keep your arms. Elbows can rest onto the shin or in front of the shin. Hips pushing back towards the wall behind you. Good. Inhale, come on up. And unravel. Okay. Now back up to the wall. You're going to hold your right foot in your left hand. Left leg will stay straight this time. Good. Now try to lift your heel in line with your knee. You can hold it with both hands even, if that's helpful. That's it. Good. Level off your hips. So feel if the right hip is kind of collapsing down or hiking up. But press your knee towards the floor. Try to lift your foot higher. Try to lift your foot like more up towards your ribs. One more breath. Okay, good. Release that foot. Do the other one. Stand on the right leg. Lift up the left. Externally rotate the leg. Flex your foot. Good. Try to lift the foot higher, keeping the hips level. Press the knee down as you lift the foot up. Steady, even breath. That's it. And release that foot down. Okay, good. So now we're going to take it into, we'll take it upside down. Either you can do an L pose, right? The half handstand pose, that's here. Too close. That's here. You can maybe do one leg up. If you're comfortable kicking up into handstand, my thought was eagle legs in your handstand. So if you kick up a little farther away from the wall, you can bend that knee and then work to tuck your, cross the legs over. So now it's easier to balance in a way with the legs squeezing in like that. Try something. If you're not going fully upside down, if you're just doing the L, crossing the legs isn't going to work. Probably not. Call me over if you need help. Yeah, that's it, Michelle. Yeah, good. That's it. And then remember that pulling of the hips with the strap. Yeah, do that even here. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. So go knee over knee. Go bend one knee, 1 foot to the wall. 1 foot to the wall. Yeah. Good. Now try to cross one leg over leg. So not like crisscross. Do it however you like. It's fine. It's hard when you're upside down. Yeah, you're going more into like crisscross applesauce. Okay. So think of like, which is fine if you want to do that. It's totally, you're like here. So like that. It's easier with the post actually. Get your leg back behind you. Try something. It's fine. All right. Try one more. If you did one leg, try the other leg. If you need a rest, take a rest. Yeah, that's it, Carol. You're a little far out. You feel that? Come in a smidge closer. Yeah. You don't have to be totally in the L.
That's okay, whatever. Or don't. Thighs up, just like that strap. Yeah, come down. That's it. Yeah, basically, when you're doing the L, you're trying to be more in the right angle position. But if that feels like it's just too much pressure on the shoulders, then
They're not.
All right, enough of that. Yeah. The goal, the idea of moving the hands in closer and being more in that L shape is that it's going to create more strength in the shoulders, so that eventually maybe it feels like you're going to go over on your head. I know. Yeah.
Are the hands
Were they sliding? A little bit on the wall. Oh, but your feet are on the wall.
Yeah,
and then the wall.
Because you're sweaty. Okay. Just bring some chalk. I don't know. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Bring your mats back. We're gonna do a pigeon with a bolster. So let's grab a bolster. Yay, pigeon with a bolster. Love hate. Is that what I hear? Love pigeon. I always say pigeons like cilantro. Like there's no like yeah, it's like a love hate. Like you absolutely love it or you absolutely hate it. It's one of those things. I have not figured out if like the love of cilantro equals the love of pigeon or not, but no. You love cilantro and hate pigeon? Well, I hate cilantro and love pigeon. So I don't know. Okay, maybe you love it with the bolster. Here's how we're gonna do it. Here's how we're gonna do it. You're gonna sit on it. Sit on your bolster. We'll do right leg first. You're gonna bring your right leg in front of you, and you're gonna try to keep the knee more at a right angle, so you're getting more of the hip stretch. Okay, then lean to your right hip, swing your left leg back. So it may just get to here. That's okay. If you can, rotate more the front of your thigh onto the bolster. So it's the back of your right hip and the front of your left thigh, and then elbows down in front. But that left leg can be out to the left a little bit. Yeah. Still hate it? Still hate it. Yeah, and then you can lean forward if that's more, if you're more comfortable up, you can stay up where you are. And I pull a little bit. I don't like to do too much adjusting in this pose. So it's a little more, think a little more internal rotation on your back leg, a little more external rotation on your front leg. I don't want to mess with you, Michelle, and make you hate pigeon even more. Can I press a little, Karen? Let your shoulder blades slide onto your back a little bit. That's it. Let your head and your neck soften. That's good. All right, take one more breath where you are. Yeah, that's good, Barbara. And then slowly bring yourself back up, and you can come out the way you came in, so you can swing the back leg around. Bring your left leg out in front. Swing your right leg back. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, so it's the back of the left hip is resting on the bolster, the front of your right thigh. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, you can let that left knee just relax a little bit. There you go. Is that too much? Extending gently out through your right leg behind you. All right. Walk your hands underneath and swing that back leg around. Okay, now in honor of Krishna, we're finishing with Gomukhasana. So I'm going to show it here. So you can come into it from seated.
So it's knee over knee on the pinky edges of the feet. So a couple ways you can come in. If it's easy for you to just come into it this way, you can come into it this way. Another way to do it is to start in tabletop. Cross your left leg behind, widen out your feet. And then if it's hard, if the hips don't make it all the way to the floor, you can put a block between your feet and sit back into the block. But the idea is your hips are between your feet and the pinky edges of the feet. Yeah, you can sit on the bolster, the edge of the bolster. You can sit on a block. Yep, whatever you've got. If the hips don't make it to the floor. And then if none of that works for you, you can be on your back and doing it on your back like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Pinky edges of the feet push down into the floor. Good. Lengthen up through your spine. Yeah. That's good. Draw your shoulders back a little bit. And then if you want to hinge, yeah, that's it. You can hinge forward from the hip. Hang on, lift this leg up a little bit more. Is that just excruciating? Too much? I think pulling this way, not so much in. Is that okay? Just gets into those deeper rotators there. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, that's it. Too much?
No, I'm not telling myself like.
Okay. I was like, okay. Yeah. But if your body is resisting it, maybe it's I'm pulling too hard or you're pulling too hard. Okay. Okay. If you're seated, leaning forward, slowly come on back up. All right, relax. So you can come out by uncrossing or you can shift forward onto all fours. However you got in, you can come out. That's it. And then we're going, what leg is on top? Left leg on top of right leg. Yeah, that's actually longhorn pose. That's even a deeper hip stretch with the feet wide like that. I can't do it at all, but you can do it that way. That's even a deeper, yeah. If that feels good, do it. Yeah, legs wider like that. Let me help you. Good. So you can relax your shoulders a little bit. That's it. Good. So knee over knee, pinky edges of the feet are pressing down. Then hinge forward. Yep. Keep the hips level. That left hip's going to want to lift up. Soften your eyes and your jaw. I have to continually unlock my jaw when I do this pose and stop squeezing my eyes because it's a lot. But sometimes when we relax in the face a little bit, the other stuff, let's go a little deeper. All right, good. Slowly come on back up and uncross. Good. Stretch your legs straight out in front of you. Here's where you may want your strap. Hands up. So holding your feet if you can reach your feet, or holding your strap if the feet feel too far away for Paschimottanasana. Come with a long spine first. So extend your spine, extend your legs, pull back a little with your hands. And then once again, from your hips, hinge forward. Let your head release down. Feel the thigh bone seating back into the hip. Thigh bones pressing down. Slowly inhale and come on up. Come to your back and either, so two options here. You can do the upside down version of the one we just did, not shoulder stand. You're just on the middle of your back here. Your legs are parallel to the floor. Hips are slightly elevated. You could do it like that. And if that doesn't work for you, just do a happy baby. That's fine too. Either one of those. Yeah. Whatever you're doing, push your feet into your hands. Let your shoulders, neck relax. Slowly release, finding your way into Shavasana. Extend your legs. Extend your arms. Let your pinky toes just relax towards the floor. Let the legs release. Again, see if you can find that sense of release all the way from the thigh bone, just letting the legs soften and let go. Let your shoulders snuggle underneath. Just slowly let your body melt into the floor. Softening muscles, skin, bones, releasing. When the body feels settled, let your mind soften. Thoughts, let them go. Open yourself up. Empty yourself out. And rest deeply.
Gently now, let your breath deepen. Allow your awareness to come back to the surface. Let your body stretch and move in any way that feels good to you. Begin to make your way to your side, all the way back to seated. We study the stories of Krishna. What we are studying are these various relationships in which the soul can come to its creator. Friend to friend, parent to child, lover to beloved, teacher to student. Krishna comes to us in whatever way that we need him to. He reminds us in the Bhagavad Gita, any way that you choose to approach me, if it is sincere, I will come to you. So in whatever way your soul is seeking, open up to the ways that it is being received by the one that receives and creates all. Bring your hands together at your heart. Let's end our practice with an Om. If you'd like to join, take a deep breath. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. Hope you have a great day.